The 2022 Georgia Student Government Association, GSGA, delegation meeting is hereby called to order. I, Monica Velasquez, GSGA president and a student at Gwinnett Technical College, we would like to welcome all delegates. We are grateful to each of you to be here. In 2021, in November of 2021, GSGA adopted a pledge under the leadership of the state committee, Ms. Desi Hall, Director, Ms. Trish Wiggins, former state advisor, and Ms. Joy Gray, Vice President. It is my honor to lead you in the pledge. I do solemnly affirm to become knowledgeable of the Constitution of the United States of America, to be a leader in my community, value diversity and inclusion, and strive for excellence, to actively listen, advocate for students. I pledge to faithfully support the effort of the Student Government Association. We are so proud to share this pledge with you for the first time. It is our belief that the pledge embodies the purpose of GSGA. You can use it during your student government meetings. In addition to adopting the GSGA pledge, GSGA also adopted a framework. Vice President Joy Gray designed it. At this time, Joy will introduce the framework. Ms. Gray?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, President Monica. So good afternoon. I am Joy Gray, a student at Southern Crescent Technical College. It was an honor working with the state committee to create the framework for the GSGA. At this time, Ms. Hall will unveil the crest. Ms. Hall?
I do apologize. We're having some technical difficulties in showing the crest, but you may proceed, Madam Vice President.
No problem. The GSGA framework consists of 6 elements: diversity and inclusion, leadership, teamwork, community service, student activities, and training. In the center of the framework is the eagle. The eagle represents the SGA leaders. It signifies loyalty, truth, freedom, courage, honor, strength, and creativity, all of which students need to be successful in their role as a member or officer of SGA. We hope you find these elements to be important, useful, and critical for your student governments to thrive. President Velasquez?
Thank you, Vice President Joy. Now, Ms. Taj Mazzani, Student Affair Manager from the Technical College System of Georgia, will greet us at this time. Ms. Mazzani?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Taj Marjani. I am the Student Affairs Manager at the Technical College System of Georgia, and I work with all of our state student organizations, including GSGA. I'm excited to speak with you all and see everybody as we have this delegation meeting and prepare for a new year full of exciting changes as we all are coming back from our 2-year slumber with the C word that we don't say. I'm excited to have us back and slowly but surely inching back to having our in-person activities, to seeing all of you all. And so I'm excited for what this new year will bring as we continue to do more and GSGA continues to grow, some great leadership and great new students and advisors on board. So I'm excited for what this has to bring, and wish you all great luck in the coming year. Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Mazzani. Ms. Hall will come and introduce the new GSGA State Advisor. Ms. Hall?
Thank you, President Velasquez. And I do apologize for the technical difficulties, but I can assure you, you'll get an opportunity to see the crest before the conclusion of this program. And so it is my honor to introduce to you the new state advisors for GSGA. Representing Southeastern Technical College is Ms. Daphne. She was she will assist on the planning committee in numerous ways. And today we're excited to have Ms. Scott join us. Ms. Scott.
Well, good afternoon. As I recently said, I'm very excited to be here. Can everybody hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Um, my name is Daphne Scott, and I work on the Swainsboro campus of Southeastern Technical College. And my role at Southeastern Tech is a student affairs specialist. And in that role, I work in disability services, admissions, and as an advisor for Student Government Association. A little bit about me. My post-secondary background is in music, which I realize perfectly explains why I work at a technical college in student affairs. But I am a firm believer that no experience in life is wasted. And that is something that I do try to impart to our students as we come in contact with them. My work background is pretty varied as well. I've worked in the oil and gas industry, I've worked in the school system, I've worked for a nonprofit, I've worked in the university system. I was born and raised in a small town. That sounds a little bit like a John Cougar Mellencamp song, I realize, but I moved away from town after college and have now returned to that. So I'm very excited to be getting back to my roots. And one of the things that forced me to do as I moved away, and I think is really important that students learn, was to do something different. I was forced into a situation to have to try new things, try a new job, work in a job in which I knew nothing about. And that really shaped me professionally and personally. And so one of the things that I'm passionate about is imparting that to students and telling them sometimes that means success, sometimes it means failure, but as I mentioned previously, it's never wasted. So I'm excited to be able to impact students and to be able to learn from them and be able to learn from our other leaders. And I think that as an educational institution, as students become better leaders, it has an impact not just on them personally, but on us, on our communities, on our schools, and that benefits everybody. So being a relatively new SGA advisor, I'm looking forward to learning from y'all. I'm looking forward to finding out more than what I've already learned and how SGA can benefit not just the students, but how it's going to change me as well as I learn from you guys. I'm definitely interested in seeing our membership increased and getting the word about SGA out more to our students and encouraging our instructors and our staff to encourage our students to be part of that. As I said earlier, I think that involvement is a domino effect. I think that it has a great positive impact on everybody that those students come in contact with. So I am looking forward to being part of this team, and I thank y'all so much for having me today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we're so delighted to have you. And so at this time, I would like to introduce to you our new state officer advisor, Lana Helms from Southeastern Technical College. Ms. Helms? All right, Ms. Helms, thank you. Think you're still muted. My apologies. Um, I'm showing you unmuted on this end. All right. So we'll give you one more moment to get your sound together. And so while you're doing that, Ms. Helms, Ms. Gray, could you please come back and share the pledge? It just will not be the same if you don't get an opportunity to see it. So I want to call Miss Gray back so she can share the pledge, not the pledge, but the actual crest with you, our framework, because the team worked really hard on it, and I want you to be able to see it. So, Miss Gray, if you could at this time try one more time, and then we'll get Miss Helms to come back. Hopefully, her audio is working at that time. So, go ahead there.
All right. So the GSGA framework consists of 6 elements: diversity and inclusion, leadership, teamwork, community service, student activities, and training. And so in the center of the framework is the eagle. The eagle represents SGA leaders. It signifies loyalty, truth, freedom, courage, honor, strength, and creativity, all of which students need to be successful in their role as a member or officer of SGA. We hope that you find these elements to be important, useful, and critical for your student governments to thrive.
Thank you, Vice President Gray.
No problem.
So the team worked really hard on that. So I wanted you to have an opportunity to see that, and our new state officer candidates to have an opportunity as well to see it as well. So thank you so much. And Ms. Helms, I'm going to turn it back over to you again. Ms. Helms will serve as the state officer advisor for GSGA. She represents Southeastern Technical College, and we're so delighted to have you join us, Ms. Helms.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Good afternoon. I'm Lana Helms, and I'm a wife and mother to 3 beautiful girls and 2 fur babies, Remy and Lulu. In my spare time, I enjoy watching UGA football. I enjoy traveling, and I'm a GHSA competition cheerleading official. I'm also a member of the Vidalia First United Methodist Church. I graduated from Valdosta State University with my bachelor's in organizational leadership and my master's in public administration. I'm the Special Services Advisor and serve as a co-advisor with SGA at Southeastern Technical College in Vidalia, Georgia. For me, clubs and organizations started in elementary school and have continued to impact my life ever since. I participated in football and competition cheerleading, FBLA, FCA, FFA, and 4-H, and I held various leadership roles throughout my participation within those organizations. I have served as an SGA advisor since 2019. During this time, I have witnessed members go from not wanting to speak or introduce themselves to running for local and state officer positions. I have witnessed introverted members taking charge of volunteer events and even leading people to complete a goal. I have always enjoyed helping others, and these experiences have inspired me to want to do more. As the GSGA State Officer Advisor, I plan to support, encourage, and provide resources that will teach them how to become more effective, ethical, and influential leaders. I hope to develop further our leadership team, activities, and awareness of the GSGA organization. I look forward to serving as your GSGA State Officer Advisor. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. We're so excited this year that we have 2 state officer candidates in attendance on today, and representing Southeastern Technical College is Elena Lee. Ms. Lee's major is healthcare management. At this time, Ms. Lee will give her campaign speech. Ms. Lee? Okay, let's see, let's try it again. Ms. Lee? I just love WebEx, by the way.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, so first I want to say hi. My name is Elena Lee, and I have lived on a farm my entire life, and I've always been around animals. Animals have been a big part of my life. I have 3 dogs, 2 cats, a goat, and 2 miniature horses. One of them is a baby, so she just had a baby. I have bought or raised many animals in my life. Another big part of my life has been sports. I played basketball and softball all through middle and high school. I was asked to play against the Chinese Olympic softball team in June of 2019. I was named Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association Player of the Week in 2020 and 2021. I was also picked for GCAA All-Conference Team and All-Tournament Team in 2019 and 2021 due to we did not get to finish our college season in 2020. I furthered my athletic and academic career at the collegiate level, which opened up so many opportunities for me. Being able to play at the college level allowed me to get 2 associate degrees, one in early childhood education and one in psychology. I'm currently a student at Southeastern Technical College, working toward applying for the RadTech program in the summer. I feel as if becoming an officer will allow me to get out of my comfort zone and experience new things. This opportunity will teach me better communication skills in a professional environment. It will also help me build onto the leadership skills I've already acquired from being a college athlete for 3 years. I plan to bring many different things to GSGA, such as my leadership and organizational skills. I would love to increase awareness of the many opportunities SGA offers to students. I would also like to bring my love for helping others to this organization. Many of my community service projects come from the previous college I attended, but they were mainly based off of athletics. I've helped many young athletes to improve their skills by providing individual lessons. I have umpired many recreational games for Swainsboro-Dixie Youth Complex. At Southeastern Technical College, I have volunteered to help with This Girl Can for young girls to explore different careers, even those that are held predominantly by men. I was one of the 2 students who was asked to help with graduation. I also was involved in organizing our fall and spring activities week for Southeastern Technical College students. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to serving you as a state officer.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lee. At this time, we will hear from our next state officer candidate, Justin Smith, representing Gwinnett Technical College. Mr. Smith?
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Great. First, I would like to thank GSGA for the opportunity to be here today. It's both an honor and a privilege to be a candidate for an organization so passionate towards serving others. As a cybersecurity student at Gwinnett Technical College, it's easy to say I know a thing or two about computers. But cybersecurity is so much more than a suspicious email or strong passwords. It's about providing the right foundation for a company or community to thrive. And that's something I wanted to bring to GSGA. Because I believe, given the right foundation, anyone can succeed. Being at Gwinnett Tech, I was more than just a student taking tests. Being a student ambassador, it is my duty to not just be the face of a college, but challenge and inspire students to focus on connection with programs like roundtable discussions, holiday events, and workforce initiatives. I also served as secretary of the Student Government Association, where those previously mentioned programs also were decided, voted, funded, and promoted in an effective and timely fashion. And I'm so driven by these kind of opportunities because I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all the people that chose to invest in me and my future. And here I am today, working towards carrying on that tradition of paying it forward with GSGA. So I hope you consider me as your next president of GSGA, a place where I can continue to grow as a leader, a place where I can reach and serve those beyond Gwinnett Tech. I hope I can give the opportunity to those that truly deserve it. Thank you for your time and attention. Be safe and love one another.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. So at this time, you have an opportunity to cast your vote. So instead of providing a link in the chat, I am asking everyone, all students in attendance on today, to private message me in the chat to let me know if you vote for both state officer candidates or if it's one that you vote for. Please send me a message in the chat. At the conclusion of this program, the results will be provided. President Velazquez?
Thank you, Ms. Hall. It's been a year. In fact, it's been a great year, and we would like to share an overview with you. We made a tremendous progress, Ms. Hall.
Thank you. And so we do apologize. We tested the system out earlier today and the sound would not work, so you were unable to hear the music. But we do encourage you to visit our Facebook and Instagram pages to go there, whereas you can enjoy the sound. But we would be remiss if we did not show you some of the highlights on today. But we accomplished so much in the start of the officer's term. We conducted a lot of virtual events. We hosted virtual voter registration drives, a voter registration drive. We also had a virtual ice cream social, and we had several meetings planning the student life calendar for the Georgia Student Government Association. So I would just definitely want to applaud the officers and the state advisors for their support throughout the process. We certainly appreciate everything that you contributed to SGA. President Velazquez?
At this time, I turn it over to, okay. Thank you, Ms. Hall. Congratulations to the new state advisors and officers. Let's give them a round of applause. And I wish you the very best and successful year. Does any member have any new business to share with the group before we adjourn?
So, Madam President, at this time, I would like to recognize our our state officers. So it's been a very, how should I say, it wasn't as challenging because when you came on board, you, Monica, and Joy, you rose to the occasion and you made it work. And so at this time, I would like to recognize you for your service. The GSGA Leadership Award is hereby presented to Joy Gray, Vice President. This award is presented to Ms. Gray on behalf of your service to GSGA in recognition of your outstanding leadership, dedication as GSGA Vice President. At this time, Ms. Gray will give her farewell speech. Ms. Gray.
Thank you so much, Miss Desi. Okay. It's a little long, but it's so passionate. This has been like a really great year in my life. Um, when I decided to run for the state position, I honestly didn't know what great things I was getting myself into. No description would have been able to list the awesome things that came with this position. I am so elated to have ran, set, and served for the state of Georgia student vice president. The core values that I've learned with the GSGA has been great and many. I learned how to step out of the box and trust that everything will be fine as I do. I felt as though I was always welcome. It has brought me so much joy to be a part of a great organization with such wonderful people. As I recap the amazing year we had, it is bittersweet to know that this term is coming to a sweet end. I've made some of my best memories with the GSA. Ms. Hall, Ms. Trish, Ms. Brooks, Ms. Burks, Ms. Taja, and President Velasquez. I love that the heartbeat of the GSGA has always been about the students and the community. The conference at the Waverly Renaissance has made a major impact on my life, and to know that there is still genuine people out in the world gives me hope for humanity. This conference helped us shape so many things in just 3 fun days. We worked on the foundation of the GSGA, and it was my pleasure and honor to make the new crest and participate in helping form the pledge. I can't thank the ladies of the GSGA enough for kickstarting my foundation, the King Me Foundation's Christmas toy drive for the children at the hospital. We were able to provide the children and families with a great number of toys and joy. The GSGA also brought me another gift, and that is to see my favorite team, the 2021 champions and 2022 champions, the Milwaukee Bucks, play against the Atlanta Hawks. If I'm not doing any work, I'm usually at the TV watching the game. It is a blessing to do it in person. And I know that sounds strange, but it's true. Everything was perfect, from the culture of Atlanta to my favorite songs and artists being played all night to getting able be able to see Giannis score. To be able to add the GSGA to my resume is a high honor and top of my list. I'm glad I ran, and joining this organization was one of the best decisions of my life. Thank you to the GSGA for a wonderful, epic term. And thank you to my school, Southern Crescent Technical College, for supporting me throughout my wonderful journey with the GSGA. Having the support of my school and advisors truly means the world to me. Go Tigers!
Thank you so much. And again, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The GSG Leadership Award is hereby presented to Monica Velazquez, President. This award is presented to Monica in grateful recognition for her outstanding leadership, service, and dedication as GSGA State President. At this time, Ms. Velazquez will give her farewell speech. Ms. Velazquez.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to attend our Georgia Student Government Association delegation session. I want to start by thanking the advisors, Ms. Desi Hall, Ms. Trish Wiggins, Cheryl Burks, and Rachel Mariano, for their leadership and unwavering continued support throughout these unprecedented times. This past year, we have made great sacrifices and had to endure many obstacles, but nevertheless, it was all worth the cost. To my incredible Vice President Joy, great, thank you. Thank you for your leadership and the support you have provided for GSGA. The long hours, dedication, passion, and collaborative effort you've given in creating a new emblem for GSGA are, are not without notice. Your superpowers never cease to amaze me. I witness your compassion as the president of the King's Mead Foundation in gift giving to children battling chronic pain. Thank you for allowing me to be part of that experience. It has been indeed an honor to serve as your state president. This year, we accomplished some amazing things that we should be proud of our organization that has pivoted our pledge and rebranded our GSGA logo. Our biggest accomplishment was proposal for chapters at each state level for officers, advisors, state directors to start receiving stipends. What started as a discussion turned into proposal that is now in the hands of our commissioner. This is not possible without the support of our diverse, dedicated, and magnificent organization. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you profusely. To my successor, I wish you great success. May you inspire greatness and transform into such an intuitive, insightful leader. I eagerly anticipate the incredible work that will be accomplished at the GSGA under your leadership. Thank you again for everything. I wish each and one of you the best of luck. Your GSGA president.
Thank you so much. And we certainly appreciate your leadership and your service. It has definitely been a great year. And so at this time, I am so excited about this award because we get an opportunity to actually recognize the former director, which is Miss Cheryl Burks. We're so glad to have you with us today. So it is my honor to present Cheryl Burks with the World Class Director Award in grateful recognition for your outstanding leadership, service, and dedication as GSGA Executive Director. Thank you for your years of service to GSGA, and we're so grateful for your leadership. You've been with GSGA for a long, long time. So at this time, we're going to hear from Ms. Burks, and she's going to give her farewell speech. Ms. Burks.
Well, hello, everyone. First of all, thank y'all so much. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve students. That's just been my heart from the time I got involved with this. And I tell the story sometimes with from the local level, how I became involved is that each year, it was Griffin Tech at the time, they would send out all these requests for students for different organizations to request funding from SGA from student activities. But however, every year my supervisor would not pass the information on. And then I was in adult ed at the time, and I was like, well, he was a vice president of economic development. So a lot of times they didn't get involved with um, direct student working with them on a daily basis. So it wasn't one of those things that was at the top of his list. So I just made the decision that, well, if I get involved as an SGA local advisor, then I will be a part of the team that sent out the request. So what better way? And I hope there's a lesson in there for y'all. If there are things that's happening that you don't quite understand and you want to be a good part of it, then be a part of making the decision to run it. So from the local level, that's what I did. And then I got to meet so many wonderful people. I am now the Curtis Bell and the Trish Wiggins of student activities. When I came in, they were the ones who had been doing it forever and a day. And they taught me so much. And now I'm on that end, looking back all these years, coming in, I think in 2010, which I've worked with Cassie Palmer as well as Julia Lewis and now Taja. So I've watched things evolve, and it's just come my time to say, hey, let some new blood come in and new thinking and new ideas. And I have to say to Joy and Monica, I've watched you grow through some difficult times of that word that we won't say. You rose to the occasion, you rose to challenge, and for just to watch you grow and just to watch you take on every obstacle with that tenacity and grace. And even when there were challenges, I watched you say, you know, wait a minute, I'll look to my advisors or I'll look to the leaders to see what's going on. And for you new officers that are coming in, I tell you, there's nothing better than having leadership that understand where you're coming from and also recognizing the vision from the athletic to the farmer to the cybersecurity. I promise you, you are in for a treat in serving your students across Georgia. And you have Taja at the state level who's going to be there. So take every opportunity as a learning experience and an opportunity to share your gifts and your talents. So, and that's what being a GSGA advisor has done for me. I'm only a phone call away if you all need me for anything. And just know that I love students. I love the technical college system of Georgia, and everything, all of my gifts, everything that I have to give is still available to you, but it's just on another level. Again, only a phone call away. And thank you. I couldn't have grown to be the woman that I am today, the educator that I am today without these experiences. So thank you all for honoring me. Thank you for allowing me to be that voice to be heard over the years and guiding and leading students as they grow professionally. So again, I thank you all for everything from the bottom of my heart and know that I love you. And again, I'm an email or a phone call away if you ever need me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's give her a round of applause because you have been amazing all this time. You know, I remember joining GSGA under your leadership, had state officers under your leadership. So you definitely are the guru of GSGA. And so we thank you so much for your service. And again, to our state officers, we just thank you for your service, taking out time out of your busy schedules as we work toward navigating during these times of the word that we're not going to make mention of. So we like to think that a lot of what we've had to endure is behind us. But before I announce the new state officers, because the votes are in, I was able to tally all the votes up. We do still have we will still have vacant positions. And so if you have an interest in running for GSGA, there is still time for you to submit an application. I see there's a group in attendance today. Thank you for being in attendance. It's so good to see you in attendance, Vidalia SGA. We're just so glad to have you. And so I know, as you can see, juggling being the state officer advisor and the director, you know, we definitely needed some help. And so that's why I'm so glad to have Ms. Helms and Ms. Scott on board. So now I have someone who can really focus on the state officers and I can focus on being director. So if you are watching and you're an advisor and you have an interest in contributing toward this organization, we invite you to come and join us. There's still time for you to apply for a position because we're moving forward, even if we still just have two state advisors, one direct and two state officers, we're still going to move forward. But we have so many exciting things that we will engage in this year. And just in case if you did not know, and I'm sure on your college campus, if you're part of SGA, basically, if you ever wonder, what is my role? What do I'm supposed to do? Basically, when you're a part of SGA, you are a voice for the student body. So even if you're enrolled in healthcare management or cybersecurity, when you become a part of SGA, you don't just be a voice for that particular program. You're a voice for the entire student body on your campus. In the role as a state officer, you're a voice for all 22 technical colleges, not just your college only. You get an opportunity to attend leadership training in state and out of state. And so, your college, we ask that your college will endorse you to be a part of this wonderful organization. So therefore, if you still have an interest or you want to join this organization, again, there's still time. We have our state officer training. All the state organizations will have their training in the month of June. So again, there's still time, and we'll just ask that any advisors in attendance on today, if you would notify us if you have a student that wish to run for an office. Now, it is my pleasure. I know I've made the state officer candidates wait long enough. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the 2022-2023 state officer advisor. Excuse me. Let me tell you, honey, it's so the GSGA this and the GSGA that. Let me tell you, it's like everything runs together, right? But I've already introduced the state advisors. It is my pleasure to introduce the state officer for GSGA, Justin Smith from Gwinnett Technical College. Just give him a round of applause. And Miss Elena Lee. Let's give her a round of applause as well. We're so glad to have you both a part of GSGA and look forward to a great time. It's going to be a great opportunity for both of you. And you're going to learn and grow. And I'm hoping that whatever you learn, all the skills that you acquire as being a part of this organization, that you will take these experiences back to your college campus and implement what you learn. And it's going to be, again, it's going to be an amazing experience. And many of you, if you don't know, that our national organization is the ASGA, it's American Student Government Association. So if your colleges are not members of this wonderful organization, we invite you to join ASGA. And not only with ASGA, to stay engaged with GSGA, we do have a website, and our website is gsgaps.org. If you're wondering what PS stands for, that's post-secondary. So that's gsgaps.org. That's how you can connect with us on our website. And there's so many resources on the website that we not only invite advisors to take advantage of, but we invite students to take advantage of. So we're looking forward to a great year. Thank you for joining us on today. I'm going to turn it back over to President Velazquez, and congratulations, state officers.
Since there are no new business, I hereby adjourn this meeting.